All right, guys, so if you didn't know, before I started playing anime tower defense games, we played Dungeon Quest, and there's a new game. This just popped up in my recommended, not sponsored, but this just showed up in my recommended, so let's go react to this trailer. So here we go. Oh my gosh, trailer looks pretty good. There's classes in the game as well. Okay, so let's kind of see what kind of classes we have going on. It looks like we have like a tank maybe, or a fighter, a mage, and I'm assuming this is like a DPS class or a summoner class. All right, inspired by Dungeon Quest. Now, this is actually the game that got me to my first 500 subscribers. After that, I moved on to tower defense games because Dungeon Quest would never update frequently. So I'm hoping that this new game can update more frequently than Dungeon Quest did. And also, if you guys don't know what happened to Dungeon Quest, basically it got sold and then it started getting updated frequently, which was cool. Some of the updates kind of sucked. And then after it got sold, the new owners bought a bigger game, Brookhaven or something, and then never touched this game again. So F in the chat for the OG Dungeon Quest, but here we go. So Demon Train. Okay, now one thing I am noticing about this trailer is it looks like you're gonna also have like mini characters fighting alongside you, or maybe as some sort of pet system. That looks pretty sweet. So I can see like Akaza, Rengoku. Okay. And these are the bosses. It looks like the bosses are way more in depth than they were in Dungeon Quest. All right, here's one of the maps, Sand Village. They always have to have a one-piece map, man. And a Naruto map and a Bleach map, you know? All right, okay, that model did not look that good, but it looked okay. All right, here we go, class selection. So this is what they meant by class selection. It looks like more of like a perk bonuses. Classes do not stack. Defeat enemies as that class to earn defeat. Okay, so here we go. Assassin defeats, warrior defeats, and okay, so the more defeats you get, I guess the more boss defeats you get, the more you can unlock. So it says, so it looks like we got assassin class. Does it show it? Does it show it right here? All right, we got assassin class or something. Fast speed, move quickly and strike before enemies react. So looks like you get a dash cooldown. That's kind of weird. All right, your heart is filled with mana, so 5% buff on magic and 10% buff on strength. So that might be the best. So it looks like these buffs are pretty low. All right, so it looks like there's a forging system. Bro, is this like the Forge game? What happened to that game, guys? Do you remember what happened to the Forge? That game had like 200k players for like a hot minute. Wow, so they're adding in the Forge system, dude. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of items you can forge. Okay. All right, maybe some sort of skins or something. That looks pretty sweet. The graphics do look good. VFX look pretty good as well. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It looks like they put a lot of effort into this. This is pretty insane. All right, this is some sort of boss or some sort of like final power. Now, I think what made Dungeon Quest special was its simplicity. And I'm not sure this game has that simplicity. It might be a little bit too complicated, but it looks still pretty sick. I'm just hoping they made sure to keep like the normal gameplay loop pretty simple. Oh, that looks pretty cool. The Crimson Sanctum. All right. Oh, there we go. You guys remember dodging these red things, man. They even had this in Anime Champions. Oh my gosh, you guys remember those days. I think they even had it in Anime Fighters too. Wow, so I'm gonna be honest, the graphics are pretty sick. There's the Discord, etc. It releases on July 19th, so we won't have to wait long at all. Now, I did join the Discord, so it looks like it's dropping on a slightly different day than Anime Expeditions, which we'll be checking out as well. So it's made by this guy called BEASTii. I'm pretty sure I've seen him before. So, and there's some other sneaks as well. There's an Infinite Castle. Oh my gosh, this game might have some of the best VFX I've seen in a minute. Wow. Wow, it used to be the BEASTii Discord, not a tower defense. Okay, so it looks like he used to be a YouTuber. He's been developing an anime game for the past year called Anime Dungeons. Okay. Oh, so he's actually a YouTuber. What? Oh, that's cool. Like, I saw he had a channel. I thought it was for a studio. So here he is. So it looks like he used to play Universal Tower Defense, making a lot of macro videos. Top 5 must have. Oh, a lot of UTD videos. Oh my gosh. So ASTDX videos. Oh my gosh. I remember the ASTX release was so hype, bro. So hype. All right, he had some bangers, man. And now we have Anime Dungeons. So I'm gonna be honest, BEASTii, after you release this game, you're gonna become a millionaire. So I'm gonna drop you a sub, BEASTii. And if you want to give me a code or anything, contact me, man. I'm excited for your game. So I'll be checking out Anime Dungeons when they release. So shout out to BEASTii for cooking up something that looks different than anything I've seen on the platform. So catch you guys in the next one. Peace.